They say the ocean keeps secrets, but sometimes it gives them back. On a cold December morning in 2010, a routine search along Long Island's Gilgo beach revealed a chilling secret buried in the sand: the remains of 4 women wrapped in burlap, discarded like trash. What authorities uncovered that day marked the beginning of one of the most perplexing and terrifying investigations in American true crime history: the hunt for the Long Island serial killer. But the story didn't begin there. It started 7 months earlier with the frantic 911 call of a young woman named Shannan Gilbert. A 24-year-old escort, Shannan had been working through Craigslist and was meeting a client in the affluent, gated community of Oak Beach. In the early hours of May 1st, 2010, she made a panic call to 911, claiming that someone was trying to kill her. Her voice was frantic, filled with terror, as she begged for help. Witnesses later reported seeing her running through the neighborhood, knocking on doors, and pleading for someone to save her. Then, silence. Shannan vanished into the night. Her disappearance might have gone unnoticed, but her family's relentless search kept the case alive. As months passed with no answers, the Suffolk County Police Department began a search along Ocean Parkway, hoping to find any sign of Shannan. But what they found instead was far more horrifying. On December 11, 2010, investigators stumbled upon human remains, but they didn't belong to Shannan. It was another young woman, wrapped in burlap and dumped in the thick brush along the beach. Over the next few days, the grisly discoveries continued. By December 13th, police had unearthed the remains of 3 more women in the same area. All of them were young, petite, and had worked as escorts. Their names were Maureen Brainerd Barnes, Melissa Bartholomew, Megan Waterman, and Emberlyn Costello. The media quickly labeled them the Gilgo 4. The police now faced an unsettling reality: a serial killer was on the loose, and Gilgo Beach had become his dumping ground. The similarities between the victims were impossible to ignore. They were all last seen after arranging meetings through online escort ads. The burlap sacks suggested a calculated killer, someone who had taken great care to conceal the bodies. As investigators widened their search, they found even more remains scattered along the same stretch of beach. By April 2011, the body count had risen to 10. Among the additional victims were Jessica Taylor, a 20-year-old sex worker whose partial remains had been found years earlier in another location, Valerie Mack, whose identity was only confirmed years later through advanced DNA testing, and a young Asian male dressed in women's clothing. The killer's motive and identity remained a mystery, but one thing was clear: he was methodical, ruthless, and had likely been operating for years. The investigation was plagued by missteps and controversies. Suffolk County Police Chief James Burke, who was in charge of the case, later came under scrutiny for mishandling the investigation. In 2016, he was sentenced to federal prison for assaulting a suspect and orchestrating a cover-up. His corrupt leadership fueled conspiracy theories that the investigation had been deliberately botched to protect powerful individuals. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the Casebook, and turn on notifications for more intriguing true crime stories. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.